Hello everybody, and welcome to this chair yoga practice for stress and anxiety. I'm really excited to bring you this today. I meant to bring you this on Monday to the Facebook page, but accidentally posted it in my group instead. Whoops. So here I am today to share this class with you as a makeup class for the other day, but also just as an extra because as I was saying the other day, this time in our lives is lots going on. There's a lot of anxiety and stress around. So I'd love to be able to share this to just help you through that a little bit. And I'll save it here and share it, and you can watch it later on if you want to return to it at any time. So yeah, let me know how you're going when you come on. I can see a few people. Hi Michelle, hi Eileen, other Michelle and Munt and Wendy, nice to see you all. Mum's there, excellent. So we're gonna get started in a second. So all you need for this practice is a chair and yourself. Nothing else required, but if you do want to use any extra props or anything like that, please feel free to grab those to make your practice comfortable for yourself. All right, let's get started. I'll take my socks off. So we're going to start here in sitting mountain. So we'll just come a little bit towards the front edge of the chair. We're going to make sure that we can sit up nice and tall onto the chair. Don't forget, if you need more support, you can pop a cushion behind you to help support your spine to sit tall. We'll have our feet in line with our knees. So we look for that lovely line from our middle toe to our knee and our inner hip bone. Sets our knees up in really nice support and alignment, and the ankle and the knee on the side. Let's sit up nice and tall, and immediately when we sit up tall, we change our breathing pattern from being short, shallow, fearful based breaths to allowing the breath to have more space and perhaps get down into the lower lobes, which is where we want to be breathing if we want to be sending the message to our brain that we're feeling safe. And if we can send that message to our brain, then that we will have a reaction in our body, in our mind, and we'll come out of some of those feelings of stress already, that stress response. So let's work with breathing into our lower lobes a little bit more by bringing the hands to the lower ribs, to maybe the top of the belly. And if that doesn't feel comfortable to use your hands, you can always just use your visualization, bring your mind's eye into this area to encourage the breath there. Just placing our hands there will help to direct the attention to this part, and where the attention goes, the breath will follow. So if you feel comfortable to close your eyes, you're more than welcome, but if you prefer to keep them open, that's okay as well. You might just choose somewhere in the distance to focus your gaze gently on. And just start to feel your hands or your mind on this part of your body. Maybe you can feel the expansion of that space underneath your hands or where your mind is focused. The lower ribs, the belly. And you don't need to force the air down into this place, but just let it gently flow there. Maybe feel the hands moving out and in as you inhale and exhale. Perhaps if it's comfortable for you to just lengthen your exhale a smidge on the next round. Just allow that exhale to take a little bit more time. We're just going to take another few rounds of breath. There's no pressure, by the way. If something doesn't work for you, it doesn't matter. Just breathe however you need to. We'll take another full round of breath in and out. No rush. When you're finished your round, we'll just bring our hands down to the lap and just take a breath here. Just notice any changes that might have happened already. Again, there's no pressure to have changes either. Just be gentle with yourself. Use this time to just allow a little bit of softness into your practice, into your state of being at this moment. So let's start to move now. We're going to start with our shoulders. We're going to breathe in and let the shoulders roll up and back and down, and see if you can feel the shoulder blades separating, lifting, coming together as you move your shoulders. And then we'll just reverse that. We're going to take it around the other way, inhaling and exhaling. You can close your eyes at any time. You can leave your eyes open, whatever feels comfortable. When you get back to the center, lift the shoulders up towards the ears, and as you exhale, let them go with a ha. And really breathe it all out. Breathe in. We'll just do one more. Make it as loud as you like. Take a breath to let that settle. Now we're going to take our hands to the sides, and on the inhale breath, we'll point the fingers towards the sides of the body and let the elbows rise. And on the exhale, we'll press down. On the inhale, press into your feet a little bit just to help you with that support and that grounding from the earth. Inhaling up and exhaling down. And if you'd like, we can start to move the arms to the side. Now you can keep your hands as close to your body as you like. Let your arms kind of be heavy as they lift up and lower down. And relax your shoulders, just let them be soft. They might just rise a little naturally. We'll take this up a little higher if you'd like to. We can turn the palms over, bring the hands up to wherever your up is today, and you might bring them together. So when I say wherever your up is, it means maybe it's here or here or here or here or here or here, or here. We're all gonna have different ups, yeah? And then let's exhale and bring the hands back to shoulder height. Just do a couple of floats to up for today, and exhale. And again. This time we'll come all the way back down. Beautiful. Now let's move the arms in front. We're going to inhale and just like you're moving through water. Exhale. And again, inhale. Use the support of the earth beneath you. The earth has that beautiful quality of being supportive and stable and steady, and it can really be like our base, our foundation, so we can press down into it and know that we're supported from underneath our feet. It's always like got our feet on the ground, right? Let's inhale one more time up. Now this exhale breath, we're going to let the left arm float down and the right arm can reach up and over, or maybe it's on your shoulder or your hip. Remember, it's totally up to you. Inhale, we'll come back to the center. And exhale, we'll bring it down towards the right. Good. As you do this, just again, like you're moving through water. Let your arms be heavy as they float up. And there's no rush to do anything. This time we'll change this to a rotation. So we're going to rotate. You can either bring your hands down, perhaps to the leg, the back of the chair. Inhale to the center. Or maybe you'd like to let your arms float away, one forward, one back. Or you might like to choose something different. Again, just really soft and gentle on your landing. There's no pushing, pulling, forcing, just being soft and gentle with yourself right now. This time we're going to come back to the center and we'll exhale, fingers point towards each other as you bring the hands down through the center. Inhale, we'll draw the arms up again, fingertips pointing in, and exhale. We'll do that one more time. And exhale. Now just letting your hands come down to your lap. Just take a breath here. Little pause. Notice any sensations in your body. Take another breath now, and on your exhale breath, fold forward from your hips, but keep your spine nice and long so that you can keep that space there to breathe. If we go inwards, we'll probably end up crushing that space, and we'll return up to that short and shallow breath, which will send a message to the brain that we're stressed out. So let's send those safety messages by getting the breath into the lower lobes. And don't forget, you can breathe front, side, back. So from here, we're going to breathe in to grow the spine tall. And on the exhale breath, we're just going to slide the hands down the legs. Now you can make more space with your legs if you want to. And on your inhale, we'll slide up to just behind the knees. And on the exhale, we'll just slide down, but I'm still keeping lots of space in the spine. You can take your hands down and up in any place that you like. Just notice the sensation of your hands connecting to your legs connecting to your hands, the feet connecting to the floor, using that earth energy to help lift you up and to support you as you lower down. This time we're going to come all the way up, pressing through the feet and lifting the spine tall. Now with the hands on the lap, let's take a breath. And then inhale to grow tall. As you exhale, we'll hinge forward a little bit, not quite as far as we just did perhaps. And then we'll pull with the hands and let the spine open at the front so the sternum is going to lift. The shoulders can come back, the elbows can hug in. And take a big breath into the front of your body. And when you exhale, let your tailbone move down towards your chair. You'll feel that core switching on, and we'll start to move back, but make sure you keep your feet connected to the earth. Inhale, let's move into that beautiful front body opening. And exhale, tailbone down, belly on as we lean back. That's it. Inhale. Feel the unraveling of your spine as you move forward and back. We'll do two more. You can go in your own breath. Don't worry if we get out of time. We'll always come back to sitting mountain to catch up with each other. So just use whatever feels natural for your breathing and marry that with your movement. Then we're going to come back after you finish that second round to sitting mountain to take a breath. And then keeping your right foot where it is, come up to the tippy toe of your left foot. Now you might want to just stay with your foot connected to the floor, in which case you'll take your foot out in front and pull the toes back and draw the foot back in, and you can slide it even underneath if you like, and then bring it out, pull the toes back. If you prefer to pick your leg up off the ground, remember one isn't better than the other. Just choose what feels right for you right now. You could bring it up and hold on with your hands, then press the heel forward and pull the foot back. And see if you can feel your muscles working. So the front of the leg and then the back of the leg. Maybe the ankle joint. That's it. One more time. Still working with the breath, connecting breath, body together. We'll bring that down and we'll just do the other side. So we're going to bring it up onto the tippy toe, or maybe you'll keep your leg on the ground as you slide out and bring it in. maybe you'll pick it up away from the floor. Remember, just make it your own. One leg might be different to the other, but doesn't matter. Nah, just do whatever feels right in this moment. Now, let's finish that one off. We'll bring it down to the floor, and I'm going to come out just a little bit wider apart. Come up onto the tippy toes, and we're just going to work on opening the hips a little bit and just warming them up. So we're just going to take the knees into internal rotation and then open them out. So let's inhale. Maybe you can feel that ball and socket joint in your hip working to move the legs, or moving as you move your legs. Maybe you feel something happening around your sacrum at the back, the lower back. As you change the position of your legs, the space around the sacrum gets bigger and smaller. Keep sitting up nice and tall. Keep on breathing into those lower lobes. Now, let's bring our feet back into sitting mountain again. And let's take a breath here. Beautiful. Now, let's bring our hands to our hips here. We're going to breathe in nice and tall, and on your exhale breath, we'll go up and over towards the left. Now, you might keep your hands on your hip. Maybe your right hand will go to your shoulder, your head, or maybe it'll reach up towards the sky. Good. Now, let's inhale and open the arm to wherever feels right. And exhale. So say, for example, your hand was on your shoulder, you could lift the elbow up and down for this part if that feels comfortable. Okay, so just make that your own. And this one we're just going to hold over on the side now, just for 3 breaths. So breathing into that beautiful openness on the right side of your body. Being cautious about not turning the chest down here. See if you can bring your armpit back a little bit. Next inhale breath, we'll reach up as we come back to the center and let that arm find its way to the hip. Exhaling, inhaling tall. Let's do the other side, up and over. Keep space through all of your spine. Choose your hand position wherever feels right for you. And then let's inhale to open the arm. And exhale. And inhale. And then the next inhale, press with your feet to bring you up in the center, and exhale gently. Let that hand return down to your hip. Bring your hands back to sitting mountain, just taking a breath here. And from there, we'll bring our hands to our hips. Now let's draw the shoulders and elbows towards each other like we did before, but just without that real hinging from the hip joint that we had. Now press your feet into the ground so we can just reconnect with our core here to support our lower back. And feel a breath into the front of the body. Now you can keep your hands on your hips if you like, or maybe you want to stretch your fingers down towards the floor and maybe pull the arms back just a little bit. Remember to be gentle though, it's not too forced, it's just pulling back to wherever it feels natural for you today. And feel that breath into the front of the body. Feel the expansion of the ribs away from the sternum. Maybe you can feel the diaphragm going down and up as you inhale and exhale. Diaphragm sits just below the rib cage. One more round. And when you're ready, just slowly release. Release the upper back, bring the hands to the lap. Take a breath and just notice the effects of doing that shape. Now let's keep our right leg where it is. We're going to just let the left leg float gently to the side. And from here, we'll walk that foot a little bit closer if that's okay. You can leave it in any of those positions. You could even cross it over if you like. Or you might like to pick it up and place the ankle up on top of the thigh, not on the kneecap if you can. Pull the toes back and flex the foot if you come here. Now, notice your supporting leg. Bring your hands to your heart and take a breath here. Feel that sense of the bottom foot being like the roots of a tree going down into the earth, connecting you to the source of stability, of strength, solidness. And then if you choose to, you can let your hands gently float upwards. And again, it can be to your up for today. If you want to, you could open your fingers and gently let them pull apart. Spread the arms out and take a breath in. As you exhale, perhaps imagine a gentle breeze just blowing you towards the left. And inhaling you up to center, and a gentle breeze blowing you to the right. Then bring your hands back together and gently bring them back down to the heart center. Perhaps here you'd like to close down your eyes or soften your gaze, let it land somewhere in the distance. Bring your awareness now back to your breath. Notice the breath flowing into the whole space of your torso, like the life force, the sap of the tree, flowing freely around in the tree. The breath flowing freely around in your body. Feel the sense of the top of your tree, the crown of your head, lifting up and growing tall, reaching for the sun. And take another few rounds of breath here. When you are ready, just let the eyes lift and let the hands help your leg off if it is lifted, or just unravel your leg from wherever it is and bring it back down to the ground. Just take a breath and maybe notice and check in one side to the other. How does it feel? And let's do the other side. Keeping the left leg pressing down, you might drop your right knee to the side or bring it in closer to the other foot, crossing it over perhaps, or maybe even lifting it up onto the thigh. Remember, all of those options are valid, and whatever feels right for you today. I do it differently every time, so please feel free to mix it up for yourself. You can bring your hands to your heart center. Imagine your roots of your tree falling out from the bottom of your feet down into Mother Earth. And Mother Earth supporting you, nurturing you, holding you, being your stable base from where you can grow up tall to reach the sun in the sky. Now if you'd like to, you can let your arms start to float up as you inhale. Just up to wherever's comfortable. Keep the shoulders soft. And if you want to, separate your fingers, grow your branches. Take a breath in the center. And exhale, let the wind gently blow you towards the right. And inhale, center. And exhale to the left. Again, use your own breathing. It's just a guide. We'll come back to the center with the hands and exhale as we bring them down. We're going to pause here in our tree pose. Close the eyes if you like, or just lower your gaze if that feels better for you. Softly focus the eyes, whether that's internal or external. Notice your breath like the sap of the tree, keeping you alive, flowing freely within. Remember your connection to the earth beneath your feet, the sky, the sun above your head, and your heart in the center of your being. Take a few more breaths here. When you're ready, gently letting the eyes lift, releasing the hands and unraveling your legs, coming back to sitting mountain, taking a pause. Now from here, we'll just take the feet, perhaps one out in front if it feels more comfortable, or two. You're going to pull the toes back and bend the knees gently up a little bit. Now you can have your feet as close to you as you like. You might hold your chair for a little bit of support. We're going to breathe in, and on the exhale breath from the hips, we're going to hinge forward. And just use your breath by breath. Start to come forward and stop at that point where you feel the breath is being compromised. Because remember what we've said, we want the breath to still be able to flow into those lower lobes of the lungs. If it starts to get caught just in the upper chest, perhaps just come back to where you feel you can let the breath flow smoothly and freely. You can go to whatever depth of this feels comfortable for you today. You may let the head fall only if it feels right. There's no pressure to be anywhere in particular, except for that place where you can breathe well. It's the only place you need to be. And tap in to the breath now. Maybe here with the belly being a little bit more constricted, can you find your breath into the space of your lower back? The lower ribs on the back of your body. Maybe even into the upper back. And can you find that softness of breath here? That gentleness. Applying that gentleness to our breath can have a knock-on effect through the rest of our system, allowing gentleness to come into our body, our mind, our emotions, and our energy. So find that softness in your breath. Just stay for another 2 rounds here. When you're ready, just on your next inhale, just start the gentle return to being upright, and you can use as many breaths as you like to get there. Go slowly so you don't shock your back, your body, your mind, your emotions. Bring the legs back into sitting mountain now. Just take a breath here. Notice how you feel. And then let's bring the soles of our feet together and the knees fall out to the sides. We can then take our hands into whatever position feels right. You might even leave them on your thighs. You might place them back onto that lower ribs. Maybe one hand on the chest, one on the belly. Just finding out where your hands want to go. It might be somewhere different as well. Feel free to make your own mind up about that. But just for a moment, let's come back. Let's feel our hands on our body. And feel our breath moving within. Nothing to do for a few more rounds, but just breathe. Slowly taking your hands away from your body, again, just not shocking the body. And we'll bring the knees in gently and walk the feet out, just a little counter pose for this position. Just take a couple of breaths here. And then when you feel ready, we'll make our way back into a more comfortable seat. So you might like to sit back onto your chair. If you have a second chair or something to pop your legs up on, you're more than welcome to use that. But it's not necessary. So we're just going to make ourselves more comfortable for a little bit of relaxation. So make sure your tailbone is lengthened. Let your pubic bone shift, your pelvis shift a little bit so that your lower back is supported. You can walk your feet out if you want. And with your hands, if you would like to and you choose to, you might place them upwards onto your lap. If you like to use a mudra today, a mudra is a hand gesture that can redirect the flow of energy within. We can tuck the index finger down underneath the thumb and then place the hands downwards. And this is called Chin Mudra. And it's really great for bringing the element of air, which is in our index finger. And we have a lot of that if the thoughts are really busy, the mind is busy, there's a lot of stuff going on around us and within us. So we can bring that element of air down by tucking it under the thumb. And then when we place our hands down, we invite the energy of the earth, that the properties of the earthing, the grounding, the stability. So it's up to you if you choose. Remember, this is not a given, so please choose what feels right for you. And then if you like, you can just close your eyes or let your body, your eyes soften. Again, just making your gaze gentle and soft, focused. You might let the shoulders drop down into the back. You might feel the upper back just being heavy on the back of the chair, bottom heavy on the seat, the legs, the arms heavy. And maybe come back to that sensation of breath now within. You might notice the sensation of the inhalation breath, bringing space and awareness. And the exhale breath, bringing softening and release. And you can use this sensation of space and softness to help you let go of anything that you're holding in this moment. So if you find something in your physical body that you're holding on to, maybe breathe into that area. And on your exhale breath, just let it go. Breathe it away. Let the softening aspect of the exhale breath travel through your entire being. breath by breath. Just finding that softness. Allowing your body to soften. Emotions. Mind, so that if anything pops in, a thought or a feeling, that it will just gently float away again like a little wispy cloud. Leaving you free in this moment to just simply be. Breath by breath, shifting slowly into that place within you that is quiet, that is still, that is full of peace. That place within you that is yours alone, that no one else can touch. A place where you can go whenever you need. Your place of deep inner stillness and peace. When you come to this place, you know you are safe, you are loved, you are protected. So you can completely let go here. When you come here, it's like you've come home. And you remember here that everything that you need is right here within you. You remember here that it is your birthright to be happy, to be healthy, to be at peace. And if you choose to, you can claim that for yourself now. Just for another moment, let's stay here. The only place that we need to be right now is right here. Nothing to do, and nowhere to go. Just simply being. Notice how it feels to just simply be. Notice how it feels to be safe and loved and protected. Notice how it feels to be here in your place of peace. And remember this feeling, remember this place. Know that it's a part of you and it's with you all the time. Always accessible, always available to you. And you can return whenever you need. If you choose to, give yourself permission to return whenever you need. Remember how you got here, via your breath. Remember your breath is the one thing that is with you at all times, find your breath and you'll find your way back home. Knowing all of that, just bring your awareness now to that breath. Maybe let the breath naturally just start to deepen and expand as you bring that awareness back to it. Allow the breath to take up a little bit more space. And as you breathe, notice the sensations returning to your body again. Notice the heaviness of your body, the density of your body, connection between the floor, the chair, you. And when you feel called to move, feel free to unravel from the hand position you were in and maybe just wiggle your fingers and toes a little bit. You can keep your eyes closed as long as you like. And come back into sitting mountain, just slowly, no rush at all, and doing any movements that feel natural and right for you as you shift back to sitting mountain. Coming back to that foundation pose, that sensation of being grounded, supported, strong, stable, solid, secure. In our mountain pose, just like the base of a mountain. And when you're ready to, we'll bring the hands up to the heart center and just bow the eyes towards the heart. You can let them open if they haven't opened yet, just softly and gently. Take a moment to just acknowledge yourself coming along today, to look after yourself, to nourish yourself, to support yourself. And thank you for coming to support everyone else that is here and practicing with us today. Whatever we do for ourselves, we're doing for everyone. Don't forget that. We're very powerful. So let's acknowledge that. Let's acknowledge each other and ourselves as one. And let's say namaste to each other. Namaste, everybody. May all beings be held with love. Thank you so much, everyone, for joining the class today. I hope that you found that helpful. Please feel free to let me know your feedback, comments, anything you want to share as well, private message or in the comments if you don't mind sharing publicly. It'd be so great to hear about your experience, and also by sharing there, we're supporting each other as well. So connecting and supporting, which is all part of this. Thank you so much, Amanda. Oh, I love that too, the tree branches. Thank you. I'll just go through the comments and see. Hi, everyone. Oh, it's so beautiful having you all here. Lovely. Thank you so much for joining. Don't forget, if you're not in our Facebook group already, we're actually doing a few classes every week there. So you can go over and join. It's just E-LVCYTT Yoga Australia group. So yeah, come and join us there if you would like to do some more classes. And you can also check out the teacher trainings and other information on the website. It's www.getfitwhereyousit.com.au. So check that out. I always love hearing from you, so feel free to get in touch with any questions or anything you have. And thank you so much. Thank you, Margaret. Thank you, Munt. Great to see you all. Have a beautiful, beautiful day, everyone. Please take care of yourselves and keep shining your light out bright, because we all need you right now. And keep on looking after yourself so you can do that. Please feel free to replay this at any time or visit the group for more classes. All right, I will see you. Oh, that's so beautiful to hear, Munt, that you unblocked an emotional blockage. Oh, I love it. Thank you so much. That means a lot. All right. So take care, because it means a lot because I was actually feeling it too. So it's funny how we experience these things as a collective, isn't it? Just as I was saying at the end, we are all one. All right. Okay, I'm going now. It's such a Gemini ending, isn't it? Take good care of yourselves, and I'll see you all soon. Bye.